it was 12 years ago in Okinawa. So I was by myself down there. There was this typhoon. It had blown up into a Cat 5 deep in the tropical Pacific. And it had really unraveled and was looking terrible. It had weakened for some reason. So I was in Okinawa just waiting for it. My expectations weren't too great. And I was like, okay, it'll be a run-of-the-mill storm. Not going to be a big deal. And then about 12 hours before landfall, it really started wrapping up again. The eye popped out, got nice and clear again, and the storm was clearly intensifying. And it was coming in at night. And the two storms prior to this typhoon I'm talking about, hadn't gone well. I'd messed up. I'd been out of position. I'd made some mistakes. Things hadn't gone right. So I was really determined not to mess this storm up. And I really wanted to get in the eye of it. I really wanted to be where I needed to be to film it. And that meant a last-minute relocation in the middle of the night, right as the storm was starting to push across the island. I was by myself. It was a really, really unpleasant, scary drive. It was what I call like a washing machine mode, when the rain and the wind is so heavy. You know, you're driving your car at night and all you can see is just like the lights of your headlights against a wall of white. You can't even see where the road is. I've got to negotiate my way to this small village on the coast halfway up the island. Do I take the right-hand side of the island, which the road goes along the coast, but which is on the side of the storm, or do I take the left-hand side of the island, which is going to take longer, but it might be slightly more sheltered and safer? I chose the left-hand side. The roads on the right-hand side ended up being, completely flooded out. And if I'd gone that way, it would have been a disaster. I get to my location at 3 o'clock in the morning. The storm hits, I'm pinned down, and then suddenly I see like seawater starting to lap up against where I am. I look at my car and the water's starting to get really quite close to the engine block, and I'm like, yeah, I'm way in over my head here. What am I doing? This is stupid. If I need to escape this location, where am I going to go? I managed to get the car out just in time before it got flooded. The seawater didn't come up any further. The seawall did its job. There wasn't any storm surge. Got in the eye and was like, what an idiot. This isn't how you chase safely or properly. And it was a good learning experience. And from that, I've developed a lot of kind of fear is a bit of a strong word, but nervousness exists from that moment on. So whenever I have to get in my car at night and drive through a typhoon, I remember that, and I don't enjoy it. Yeah.